Hi guys, welcome to Mob Beacon Pines. I've been, dare I say, pining for this game. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, sorry, that was bad. I've been waiting to get back to this game though. We're going to try and finish it in one sitting today if we can. So let's see how well we do. I gotta say as well, I love Hiding Spots games. Logo with the little face in the dot. It's like, yeah, that's cute. It was too bad. Cut the intro. I know. It's just like, that's it. That's a wrap. Big hook comes and pulls me off screen. Yeah, it was terrible. But just to recap, we've killed a man, I think. I don't know. I think he's alive. I think he's actually alive. He should be alive. Rolo basically, Rolo YOLO'd into a man and just took him down. I've forgotten his name now, but we're in the secret basement hideout underneath the house that I totally called was there, but it was just the entry method was different. We're trying to figure out what the hell Gran's doing that's going to make the town, become a frozen wasteland. Like, there's a blaster bomb that she's planting, something like there's explosives down here. We don't know what the hell has been going on. We've got the idea that the Valentine Company poisoned the land with some kind of experimental fertilizer. Perennial Harvest came in to try to clean it all up, but they're using the situation to maybe do their own bad shit. We know that Gran was one of the people in the hazmat suit at the warehouse. Yeah, it's been a saga. And we thought we were up against Perennial Harvest and his clone army of clipboard men. And instead, what we're now dealing with is Gran gonna blow up the town. Something to do with the fountain in the town square, actually. She's gonna set off like an ice bomb. So she's totally Victor freezing this. And we don't know why. Like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Hiram Tolliver, that's the guy's name. Yes. Is this... Hang on a minute. Is the game... The game has no volume. Let me fix that. There we go. Considering I know nothing about the game and there were cute sprites shown before, the story doesn't match up. It doesn't. It's like, oh, this is very nice and cozy, and it's like, no, there's conspiracy shit happening and there's weird things going on and what? It's very good.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair.
Yep, that's right.
His hands were
time to waterboard him.
His feet tied with some loose string.
Jesus Christ. Loose string. Loose string. This is gonna end so brilliantly, isn't it? But yeah,
they settled in a circle, discussing their plan.
It's a great game. It's a good story. I think you really like this game, Urana.
One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go.
Oh, we can't let you leave now.
Lucas' house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
Oh, hell yeah, that's right. We got to do the good cop, bad cop interrogation, and we kind of left it there, didn't we? This is another turning point, right. Good cop, chill cop. So one guy's like, hey, look, work with us here, okay? And we can help you. And then they look at me, isn't that right, partner? And I'm just sat back like, oh, sure, yeah, you know, why not? Why not? The guy's gonna be like, what the fuck? Are we gonna eat him? Good cop, hard cop. I think we need to be a hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
Like, you're going down for this.
Rollo brandished a steel
straight to state prison. Crotch biter jumpsuits.
I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
We do the Chief Wiggum, you know, guards whooping your ass round the clock, and the only way out is suicide. Chilcott could be like Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've never seen that, so I don't actually know. That's a show that unfortunately I never got to really see, because I didn't have a cable TV service for many years, and it didn't seem to be ever popping up on any of the, like, when I had Netflix and so on, it didn't seem to pop up on the streaming services for a long while, and then when it did, I was watching other stuff, and yeah, I never got around to it, and there's the sad truth. It's a good show from what I understand, though. I'd love to see it. All right. Well,
Rollo swaggered past the chair, which
Oh,
propped up
swagger.
the slumbering Hiram Tolliver.
all right. Before we do this, though, I do just desperately need to remind myself of where we're at. We're here. Okay, where are we on the tree? So from here, I think this is where we become... yeah, this is where we were chill with Roxy, but this is where we struggled against the person here, because otherwise that's end of story, if you do change. And this is where we then had a break in the clouds and got to take Beck to go meet Rollo and be like, yo, Beck's cool, let's let her in on this. Right, and then we ended up back at our home, right? So... yeah, because if we... yeah, that's right, because if we did Rumble and we didn't go see Rollo, then we ended up on another dead-end branch. It'd be nice to show the end points here. Because, like, from here, the left branch is the end point. And it'd be nice if there was, like, a cross there or something and lines connecting them. But anyway, I would imagine the right-hand limb coming off is the other end, where we basically sat in the treehouse and then suddenly there was an explosion and then everything went clink and turned into ice. And we were like, the fuck? So we went back and tried a different way. And now we're interrogating. Look at his face in this here. Down there, look at him, he's like, oh my god. They're like, now see, this right here is the penis. He's pointing on the thing. We need to rip this off. He's like, oh shit. Alright, so Rollo's swaggering in.
Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, well, well. Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him.
Rollo, he's still out cold.
He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Dude, you really knocked him out. He might have a concussion. I think we should take him to hospital. Dude, we're gonna get in so much trouble. Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave
But
each
you
other
broke him,
a
Rollo.
glance.
Yeah, Beck and Luca are like, oh god, we killed a man. We need to get out of
His
here.
fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face.
Ah.
Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head.
Cut the finger, that'll wake him up. Yeah, I bet, yeah.
He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
Oh, what in the world?
Wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who? Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff
your
tone,
worst
Rollo
nightmare.
hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
Oh no. I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on. Let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. Dude, you just basically told him who you are because your entire family farm carrots, for Christ's sake. He'd be like, wait a minute, Rollo, is that you? I'm like, shit. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
Doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
They're like, whoa, he's so good at this. We can do this my way, or, well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
He looks like a respected fellow. He does, doesn't he? Yeah, that's the thing. He runs the grocery stall in town, but he's also part of some kind of, like, secret cabal with Grandma. Now dance! I don't even know. Your feet are loosely tied. You can dance.
He was nearly in tears.
You tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, with the bombs, you mean? So you're in cahoots with Gran. Jesus. Why would you call her Gran? Fuck! We're like, wait, Gran? What? Are you kids? Gran?
Mr. Tulliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Who would call her Gran? Oh, her grandson. That would be who. And I'm still not convinced that she's actually Luca's grandma. That was my theory last time I was calling it. I'm like, I bet something happened that aged her quickly. And that's why Mom disappeared, because she was infected with this thing. She was contaminated, whatever, with this stuff that, you know, caused the foul harvest. Maybe she was investigating her husband's death, and I'm sure he was killed off. You know, like it all fits in. And I bet she ran off and then came back a day or two later as Grandma. And certain people in the know, like Tolliver, I bet they know the truth and have been covering for her. And Mrs. Fratelli at the diner, or Miss Fratelli. Is it Mrs.? I don't remember. Anyway, Fratelli at the diner. They know the real truth. And maybe the heiress, because they're working together. Don't want entirely sure exactly what's going on there. I doubt the heiress wants the town blowing up and turning into a big ball of ice, but anyway. You're gonna help her blow up the festival, huh? Blow up the festival? Good lord.
His head, feeling more and
Oh,
more dizzy.
gadzooks. No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. The source? What's the source? It's where
Voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tulliver passed out cold.
Oh, you ain't fooling no one.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Did you just, like, talk him unconscious, Rollo? What happened? Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tulliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? They've only got that stupid fucking show going on about how it was a fertilizer company that founded the town. I've just got it set up for the festival. Oh, it just got set up for the festival. Now, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Cardo can help us find it. He'll get a cookbook and we'll be like, no, source, not sauce. God. Let's go get some answers. Oh, damn, we just go straight there? We're not... Damn. I want to explore. I want to look around again. Maybe we should check the front desk. Okay. But before I do, I gotta look at everything again. Oh, damn. Okay, we can't talk to this guy. Can we go up here? Can we get into any of this? Because, of course, now in this timeline, Rollo didn't set up his scavenger hunt, so... Source? Try Steam. Haha! Yes. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Oh, we picked another word up. Oh, Kado hung out here so much eventually they gave him a set of keys. It's like, look, you can just open up for me in the morning, that'd be great. I'm gonna go nurse a hangover. I need a drink. I just keep an eye on the place for Ms. Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? Sucker. It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Money to buy food and clothing, and you're a kid though, so you don't need all that yet, but you'll want it. Get started early, be an entrepreneur. Fair enough. You could own your own library one day. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hankatomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. And the doctor now says I have diabetes, so thanks to you two. Ah, shit. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? The source. Applesauce. No. Caramel sauce. Apple and caramel sauce. That's the thing, we sort of don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? There's the county record archive. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring read. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Boom! We need that, the foundation. Great, we'll start there. Work our way forward. Right at the beginning.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles.
Sounds like a
of county
country
records,
song album
desperately
name.
searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr.
6
Tolliver's
feet under, 3 towns over. Yeah.
Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town.
Oh, that's right. The jam jars had messages in them.
Photos.
That's right. I forgot about that bit. Which again makes us think Nuncreed isn't part of this, because she wanted to make sure Nuncreed only got a specific set of jam jars. But then again, what if it could be the other way around, I thought about after the stream. I was like, wait a minute, it could be the other way around. Nuncreed could be the only one involved in this, and the other two aren't. Tolliver and Fratelli. They look like they were in cahoots though, so it's probably not likely, but there could be a twist here. Might be using the other two, and Nuncreed is really the one who's helping her. And it's like, okay. He had to get a specific set, the ones at the bottom, not the others, so that he got the ones with the messages in and the other two didn't. Or it could be the other way around. It's more likely the other way around.
Gran was the only
But we'll
family
see.
he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult.
Yeah, that's
As the
like,
sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
when you find barrels full of explosives and a map of the town with a big explosive logo on a specific part of the town, you kind of don't really need to connect the dots too hard. It don't take a lot of thread to do that. If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records. Rollo Cota lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
He's like, that's it, I'm done with this bullshit. If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. You don't mess with Beck, she got sass, she'll come for you. And it won't be a boring country record that'll kill you. I'll put you in the obituary myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
Oh, shit. This kitten's got claws. You're a county record. Really, that's the best you got? Dude, that's weak as shit. When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history, just like
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
Jay Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. You two, chill. We're a little tired. Let's take a minute and...
Tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? Jay Hartford? From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. Wasn't that the doctor? The dead body? That ended up in the dumpster? But that was on a different branch, was it? No, that was on this branch. Yeah. No, it wasn't. That was on our branch. That was on the other branch. So there's no way they could know about that. Okay, so it wasn't the doctor, because that was up this way, which we haven't done yet. But that was when we were a little shit, and therefore we went to the warehouse with Rolo and ended up in a dumpster where this Snorlax dude here threw a freaking thing inside. It was a dead body, yeah. So how do we know about that name on this rune? That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford? Oh, right. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Oh, maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? There could be. Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mum's name is Eleanor. Damn. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over. It's the opening bars of a country song, guys. I'm sorry, but it is. There's going to be a line in there afterwards about cruising in a pickup truck and, you know, drinking beer on the porch with friends and... Oh, no. Well, who am I living with? Your mom! She's old now. She aged rapidly because of that gunk. Telling you guys, it was in the water, right? The water got contaminated. All right, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh, crap. Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. Let's meddle like only kids can. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I don't know, I'll make him some breakfast tomorrow. He's probably really hungry right now. I'll pick something up on the way home and feed him. I don't know. I'll think of something. I could just come home and be like, oh my goodness, what happened to you? Why is there this room under my grand's house? And then let him out and be like, let me get you out of here quick. You should call the police. I don't know what happened. I've been out all day. Did you see me? You didn't, did you? Then let's keep it that way.
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten
Yeah, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? Gran came back and found him tied up under the freaking... shit, that would suck.
And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement.
Yeah, and we will assume that she could go down there at any moment and find his ass.
Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Oh, Gran's...
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and to listen closely.
What's with that little sting line there on the violin? Well, I guess it was more like a cello, but... Well, anyway, whatever.
She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Mr. Tolliver's only hope might be that she hadn't found him. For all we know, he could be fertilizer right now. Check on him in the basement. Do 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 do. We left the fucking thing open. Well, that nothing says I found your secret basement room quite like the freaking door being left open. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Well, that's what happens when you tie up the feet loosely. He may still have his hands bound, but he probably just stood up and walked the fuck away. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Gran knew everything.
Or maybe he's buried underneath the berry bushes out back. He'll become part of the jam that he loves so much. What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned.
I get some goddamn food.
He'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. I just need a little brain food. Tuna sandwich.
To the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
There's a whole ass kitchen upstairs. And you're scrounging around like a Fallout character. Shit. Oh, I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed. Is this when we die? Because we ate the jam that we weren't supposed to eat because it must have something in it. Are we going to turn into an ice cube and die now?
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So, if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Toller, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Uh-huh. Can we look at any of this stuff again? We can. Yep. That's right. Why would he just, like, I'm gonna eat some of this jam that's right here? Can we maybe put this back so that Gran doesn't know that we know that the place was entered without... Uh-oh. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed, play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the
Pump up the jam.
dragged heavily on him. With
Heck
each
yeah.
consecutive step, his legs weakened.
I told you guys, there's something funky about that jam. Ugh.
His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps. Oi.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
Splat.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb
It's
lips,
paralysis
he mumbled
jam.
just before falling asleep.
Gran, what did you put in that shit? The jam. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Got myself into Mr. Nuncreed's jam. What the hell do you put in that thing? Shit. What drugs are you feeding him? Rest now. Let me handle everything. And by handle everything, you mean blow up the town? Jam a la Cosby?
Chapter 9.
God.
A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
How did she know to drug the goddamn jam? And be like, yes, he found it. Okay, well, he's going to come down here eventually, and I guess he'll be hungry, so I'll just drug the jam. I doubt that. I think obviously the jam was already drugged, and she was like, whoops.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
There's that.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
That's more likely is that she was drugging Nuncreed for some reason. Like, the man just runs a freaking grocery store. Why would she need to drug him? Festival! Nope, no, I guess we'll just go. There's never been anything new in any of these scenes, so we're just gonna go. Let's check around first. Okay, that's still open down there. There's nothing out here, or no one out here. Okay. Well, the barrels of explosives are still down there, so I'm not sure exactly what she's doing. I mean, unless the barrels are empty. Uh-oh. Hey, guys, what's up? Where have you been? Drugged. I've been tripping balls, dude. Oh, shit. Gran put something in that jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed, and it put me to sleep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, sly devil. Sly. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. Whatever the freaking equation is. He might be in danger. He might be the danger. We don't know what's going on. I mean, it could be that he causes the blast and she's trying to stop it. We don't know. Have you found it? I mean, they don't know anything about the blast, of course, because they're in a different timeline now, but still. Have you found anything? We looked, but we haven't seen anything odd. No bombs planted around the... Okay. Yeah, Gran's nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncrete is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. We don't want to miss this shit show. It's gonna be fucking stupid. He's gonna be like, yeah, hi, welcome everyone to the speech, I guess. I don't know why I'm doing this, but okay. Is this the... hello, Beacon Pines. I'm August Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Yes, before we get started, I just want to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Fucking awkward as shit, dude. Even that's more cold than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right. Where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with...
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Let me take over from here before you die a death. Okay. Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Whack. Get out of here, dumbass. Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Oh, heck, I didn't prepare anything, but I suppose I could say a few words. It would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Because he didn't prepare anything, of course. Clap, 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 yeah. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. Oh god, it's an advert. The anthem is playing. Yes, my bosom swells with pride at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar, a pillar of ice. Detonate the ice bomb. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I'm dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
I'm proud to be here. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip.
Oh my god, he's running for office, I think. Kerr, 2026. Get out there and vote, everybody.
The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Or just dumbfounded. Completely going over their heads. Every big word is just like, what? Huh? Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important than to you all than that community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
Very awkward. The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are the horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
Sorry, I clicked early. Now we walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Uh-oh. What was
The
that?
crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, Little Thunder isn't going to ruin the day. Everyone remain calm.
Her quickly flicked through his note cards.
Yeah, what about an ice storm, bro? It's coming. Now, where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim...
Raised his hands up to the heavens.
Don't you dare be! Our harvest awaits! I was like, don't cut off the proclamation.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly
going
freezing
on?
everyone and everything it touched.
Oh my god.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end.
He's just like, yeah!
On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
So do we need to do the other thing then with Tolliver, I guess? We need to be chill cop.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and
I
ruins
know, narrator,
everything.
it sucks, right?
Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
No. I made this an extra long stream today. We're gonna finish this.
No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again, please.
Oh, yeah. We gotta be sly? There's 3 options here? Holy shit. Okay, well, we've done every option on this branch up to the interrogation of Tolliver. And we've got 2 options. Or, we haven't even really filled this branch out at all, have we? So, there's the one where we pushed Iggy into the goop and he turned into a mutant. And then he hid out at the treehouse, and we tried to help him by fighting, and it was pathetic. Oh my god. But this branch over here is so good. These branches are so different, and it's like, do I swap to another one for now, or do we just keep going with the same branch? I don't know. So I really do want to see what happens over here still. We might learn some other cool stuff. Let's do that. Let's finish this here. So, in this one, let's remind ourselves, we met Beck, Rolo's missing and we're out looking for him after he came to the warehouse with us, and this guy threw a body in the dumpster, and then Rolo left first, we left second, and he never went home. And the next day, Gran told us to stay home, and we didn't. We went out and met Beck instead, and then we came out here looking for Rolo. Iggy came along being a jerk, and basically Luca got angry and headbutted him into some slime, and then he went bloop and turned into like a freaky, weird, swollen creature. So we're going to go back to that moment and do something different and see what tickling does. Iggy took a step toward Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Something about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is no really different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought, well, time to bust out the tickles instead of the strange. Yeah, because in that one, Beck just kind of
Time to bust out the tickles.
stared at him quietly and just watched Iggy be a dick. And Iggy was like, you're freaking me out, stop it. Hey, Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
Oh, what the? Oh no. Oh, what the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. 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 Yup.
Began to form in Tish's eyes as she
Oh God.
gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup.
Her efforts until Tish finally had enough.
Away they go. Oh, your bully just left you. You lost your muscle, dude. What just happened? Oh, she seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around.
Look at Luca. He's just like,
On his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh no. No, it's not gonna splash back, is it? Oh, you son of a bitch! For people that missed it a few episodes ago, we dipped a dead branch in this shit. It bloomed flowers almost instantly, and then those flowers immediately withered and died. Whoa! What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
She went grey. Is it bad? I don't know, it kind of makes a statement. It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh god.
Chapter 4.
Well, that was not the worst thing that could happen, I guess. She just, you know, she got that Rogue from X-Men thing going on now with the grey streak.
The best policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess.
And, you know, get her covered in toxic ooze.
Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was
If she
his
gets mad
primary
ninja
concern.
skills, though, that would be cool. All right. Uh-oh. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with grey hair just run past in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping to look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of
In a
time.
torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I were just playing in the Wheatwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. Someone was there in a strange suit. We hid in the dumpster, and a heavy bag dropped onto us, and we think it was a body, and so we ran and we got split up, and then I ran home, and it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Oh, wow. She's just like, wow. Oh, wow, you're in trouble. Wow, you are so dead, kid.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
We're gonna team up with Roxy now? Oh, hell yes, let's go. It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be back, okay, I promise.
She drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I wanna help. It's too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around, I have to do
Roxy
something.
tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little tree house you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
His cheeks and gave a quick nod.
He did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. Don't touch that shit, by the way. We should have said that before we left. Like, don't touch that. That shit's weird. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? Again, they keep teasing the fact that it's very unusually cold. Oh, this place gives me the willies. Don't touch the goop! Way to the treehouse. Yeah. And also, look at that, like, the way those trees look and stuff. They're just not right. Like, the warehouse is through there. So... And the fact that this guy can't find any bugs anywhere, and the bees are gone, and all that shit. I am going to look around again, though, now. Let's go to Beck's house. Beck? Look, if you get some black hair dye, nobody's going to notice. It's going to be fine. Be alright. Try boot polish first. If you can't find them, we'll find some good stuff later. Yikes.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry, I was walking past, bro. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But dang, this dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing is a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? No, not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. But Rollo knows these woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? Dude, you fucking suck. I hope Gran really does drug you. What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Don't touch me. Dang it, boy. If there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folk.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed.
Oh, ads are coming in a minute, guys. I will see some of you after the ad break. Thank you for sticking.
There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was something lurking behind those eyes. There's a drug-addled weirdness. A shame? Nuncreed has shame? Why, I wonder?
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
Mm-hmm.
A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around, and then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Dude, it was a dead body. Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. It wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
Yeah, but what was the name of the doctor? It's been like weeks since I played that part. There was a name tag that was like a doctor's name. And I forgot what it is. I wish you wouldn't have said that. Was he the one in the suit?
Chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
Firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
The fuck? Is this like a secret elevator? Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls.
We're about to find the source.
As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view.
Hi, Gran. Hi, Mr. Tolliver. Yep. No, maybe not, though. So, Nuncreed and Gran are obviously at odds. They're on different sides of a conspiracy here. And Gran's trying to probably expose or bring an end to something, and Nuncreed is trying to move past it with the other element. I don't know. And the heiress is probably involved, but they had these yellow hazmat suits, but they supposedly borrowed them from the Valentines. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I still don't have enough information. It's piling more shit on top of stuff.
Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Oh, I guess we're not getting any more from that shit. What is it? Like some deep fucking underground facility. I thought I was going to get shoved into an Ava for a moment. Like, get in the Ava, Luca. No, I don't want to. Go fight the Archangels, Luca. But Dad, I don't want to. It's like, this is where Dad is. He's down here somewhere. He's not really dead. He's in the underground city.
No. This isn't the end.
Nope.
I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Windows to the soul. Interesting. So, yeah, Tickle gets us there, which gets us to a dead end. But there must be other options here soon, right? You can see there's another branch going up. So that means we go to the point where Iggy gets pushed into the gunk and basically becomes an abomination. And then he hides out at the treehouse wrapped up in our winter coat. And then we get attacked by all of the clipboards, the army of clone clipboards, along with Mr. Kerr. And we're on the roof with the weird plunger gun thing that is just kind of shit. And all we got was the option to fight at the time, so, yeah. Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with his sleeves. What are you gonna do, Luca? Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. It's very epic looking, right? It's like, what? Come on, let's go. But no, it's kind of shit. So we're gonna fucking run.
Drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
And then realized it's kind of crap. Oh, right, we're gonna use it to... Oh, yes.
Up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Nice, zip line to freedom. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr, we'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Whee! Fine. We know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels. In the tunnels, what?
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back.
I swear to God, if this is a dead end as well, I'm going to be so annoyed.
The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice.
The end. What? A surface as hard as ice?
In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs.
So just somewhere in the middle of the freaking woods is like an icy plateau.
Let's keep moving.
Nobody knows about it.
Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
Wait, that's not just north of the house. No, it wouldn't be. It's in the other direction. Okay. I'm just thinking that archway. That doesn't lead to the tree with the grave, right? That was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill? And what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. Well, there's this way. Luca! Luca! Are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie.
Oh shit, right, Rolo. It's that bozo Kerr. Oh, I thought it was Rolo. I hope nothing bad has happened to you two in those woods.
Looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
Resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? How did you know I had one? Just lucky, I guess. These we found in the dumpster, so... Boy howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
Well then. We gotta keep moving. I don't see any other way up here. Okay, that's the only way to go there. What is this?
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. Two faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. It's obviously where like a secret base is, right? Uh-oh! Whoa, wait a minute. Is that the town sign? In the other direction? What? Oh. What's the readout? Sitting just above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. We should report this to Mr. Kerr? Still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but now it's under control. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Like an explosion, maybe. So what? There's another town exactly like Beacon Pines. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys. When Perennial Harvest came to town, we were told that they moved everybody out of town and put them up in a hotel somewhere in another city while they decontaminated the water and the land. And then they moved everybody back in. What if they built a second town and moved everybody there? And this is the original town. And whatever happened is getting worse there, and they've quarantined it. Gran blows up something here, And that causes the ice wave that runs over the rest of the town. Because we were literally round the corner from the town square when we were at the festival and the ice blew in, right? And it was just a very distant explosion. It wouldn't have sounded so distant if it was just in the town square. That was literally the other side of the bridge. They'd have heard it like bang right there. But over here, it would sound like a distant rumble of thunder. And then a bit of time passes and then whoosh. Oh my god, that's what happened. Because that is so the town sign right there. That is so the town sign. But it says Beacon Pines under all that snow. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Interesting as well that their gas tanks, they have like that goop on them. Let's get this over with. What's all this? What to say with all the snow? I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out the letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into the Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, the snow's gotta go. Oh, I'll see what we can do. I don't know. Let's find a brush or something, a broom. Are we, in situations such as these, it's best to best to just chuck stuff first and ask questions second. Yeah, what am I gonna chuck? Like there's nothing. Oh, never mind then. I'll grab some snow. Let's clear the snow with snow. There it is.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
Uh-huh. This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How do we get back here? I guess we got turned around? Where did all the snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before. It was cold too. Yeah, the further in we got, the colder it was, right? Maybe all of it leads to one source? You think it's all related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Welcome to Old Beacon Pines. This stuff look familiar to you? Looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into, yeah. Thanks for that, by the way. Really enjoying that. I continue to enjoy that. That's the way to the treehouse.
Each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put up around the Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know, but they did. They did. You weren't listening? They, bro. It's all frozen.
Down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. It's like the day after tomorrow. One of those super fucking cooled cyclones happened and it brought air down from space or something. I don't know. Air down from space? Isn't that what happened? I'm pretty sure. Isn't there air in space? It's just really cold. Yeah. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, swim, run. Oh my goodness. Yo.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Yeah, that's not the Perennial Harvest building right there, is it? Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. I'm just gonna go lay down and die in the snow. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. No, this is fucking real, dude. And look. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't going to save ourselves. My face is mangled, thanks to you, asshole. The town's destroyed, and everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. All right, you were always a dick, Iggy. I hate you. Shut the fuck. I'm done. Well, Iggy, it's going to be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed
So let's
himself
just
to
prop up here
relax.
against a building. In the open. Let's not start a fire or anything, no. Let's rest for a
Boys
bit.
huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
The way the snow covered everything over. It's kind of calming. Yeah, I like snow. It's like, there's nothing, I think, nicer than waking up on a morning when it's snowed heavily overnight, and there's a certain peace to the air. Alright? Like, there's this calm feeling, because everybody's inside and nobody wants to go out in it, so there's no traffic noises and all that shit, right? Although you always get that one, like, sad person outside scraping the windshield having to go to work. And if you have to join them, then it's not quite as nice. You know, after a minute or two, you realize, like, fuck, I gotta get up earlier and clean off the car. But I do like snowy days, because there is a calmness. Snowy days and foggy days, they kind of mute the air. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Thanks? Dude, what are you thanking me for? I turned you into a monster. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sort of froze up back there. Froze up. Good word choice there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. All this happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. I mean, we kind of did. We're not going to tell him about the branch and be like, oh no, we dipped a branch in there and all kinds of shit happened to it. Like, wait, what? And you still pushed me in it? You bastard. I take it back, I hate you. You didn't, right? Of course not. No, absolutely not. I know what it does to wood, but not to you. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things just trying to get into
He
fights?
shrugged.
Attention, I suppose. Something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored. Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Roller are always having a blast together. But why don't you try joining in on that? Bro! Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Now wept openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn. With his perfect little life. Life is not perfect, dude. Dude, his dad's dead. Okay, and his mom's missing. Well, not really. His mom is gran. His grandmother is... His mother is now his grandmother and moved back in and is gonna blow the town up. You think he's got a perfect life? He doesn't. Thing is, he doesn't know it yet. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. God, Mr. Nuncreed in an alternate timeline threw me into a freaking elevator disguised as a phone booth and handed me over to the bad guys. But obviously now we can kind of figure out that he knows about all this. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she likes you. You have Tish?
He wiped his nose with his
It's like, Jesus Christ. No. I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know? Yarp. Yeah, true. I get that impression. She kind of like knows
wiped his eyes.
2 words in the language. It must be raining out here. Yeah, definitely.
Arched into a wide yawn.
Somebody's cutting up onions as well. We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll go get to the bottom of all
His
this.
eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Yup. Luca? Yeah? You always did want to see the inside. I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. Well, what do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. And then they died of exposure. The end.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca
Oh, no.
was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug.
Or maybe this is a fever dream.
He looked up to see his parents on the couch.
It's a dream.
His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song.
Although now, those weird surreal dreams about, like, ice and so on, the icy fire. Maybe there's, like, a locked-in memory or something, you know? Like, it's some kind of, like, youth trauma memory that was trying to resurface, kind of repressed. Or at least playing on current events.
A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit.
Oh god, right, yeah, the Darth Vader thing. Forgot about that.
Empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this.
Oh yeah, there's repressed memories, okay.
The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. Remember, do you? Luca snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
Ooh, something about
The day
Dad?
he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs.
He heard his mom say bullshit. He's like,
Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Oh.
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me.
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just, what do you think you're doing?
He looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep, minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. Sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, do you?
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big, hatted, scarfy-necked furball. Good attempt. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. It's already low. Yo. Yeah, interesting choice of words. I mean, let's calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. Let's not get, too deep about this. Just, what's your name? Yeah, how about that? Let's go for a name. If you must call me something, call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? It's like, thank you. Oh, I can use that. Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
So, okay, fine. Bye. I'll leave. Wait! Do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are. You might also say that. Look, pal, we're just gonna find a safe way out of here. Or we just want to find a safe way out of here. You're gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Yeah, we're in Beacon Pines, so what? Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
He turned sharply and began to stomp off.
He's like, fuck this, I'm done. I'm going this way. Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Okay, well, I suppose this isn't time for metaphors. Never is. I'll show you how to get back home.
He turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes. Oh my god, if you tell me to click my heels together 3 times and say there's no place like home. What? Okay, open them.
Brief moment. Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold.
Yeah, we're just gonna be standing exactly in the same place. And it's gonna be like, do you get it yet? This is your home. Where you live now isn't.
Until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in the Weeping Woods, or we teleported to an alternate universe, or this is all a cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons, but this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines, the original, true Beacon Pines. Called it. From the minute we landed where that arch was, which I recognized as leading to the tree, I was like, no way. No way. Yeah. You both grew up here, but the town you called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat you would require immense labor power, like, say, an army of clones with clipboards that Kerr apparently has at his beck and call. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complicate the tapestry, well, you can leave that to the miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges and keeping us sane. It's the eyewitness effect, kind of, like the brain fills in the blanks of the things it didn't take in to make it work. And then your recollection of events is not entirely accurate, and it's even worse under stressful situations like being a witness to a robbery or something, or an accident or whatever. You could swear that the car that just ran that person over and then sped off around the corner was blue, but it wasn't. It was actually red. And you're like, what? But it was blue! No, you were just stressed out and you didn't take that bit of information in, and it was red. So, it's a true thing. Luca and Iggy looked around comfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty, but the best one can do is uncover.
He narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
the source. Why do you say the source like that? Why indeed?
He began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's like, goddamn, this is weird. This is all so ridiculous. There's no way they could.
Down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation.
Dude, remember when they decontaminated the town?
With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
It's coming. If this really is home.
He sprinted off into the pale distance.
Go find your actual home.
He turned to follow. Nat called out,
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through the Wheatwood. But the Wheatwood's in the east.
Chapter 6.
I mean, actually, that would be a thing, right? Because if the Wheatwood is in the east, in the other town, why, and it's in the west in this town, like, did they forget that stuff? Or is the Wheatwood just like, does it just encompass both of them?
The source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy
And what's
what they needed
Nat's
and
deal?
nothing more.
Just lives there now? Like, I found out the truth and I just moved back into my actual original home. And what, Kerr just allowed that?
As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured.
Oh. The manhole.
Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know.
Where's my house, basically, yes.
Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth.
They moved his dad's grave? Dude, that's messed up.
He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
Or at least they moved the tree. But the grave is actually still here, of course. Here. All this time I thought I was visiting you. You've been here, alone in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Oh, he's gonna burn this shit down now. He's like, you bastards, you did. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
No reply. Just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you
He
jerk?
finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
The clipboards. We gotta hide. Oh, no, it's just another one of these. 259k. Ball off distance is still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
Scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. And dude's like, I'm gonna just dance my ass away, weirdo. Here, I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on our graves.
Stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
A solid smack on the back of his head.
Whack. Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover? Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everybody. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, if you're a lot of things, you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Nat mentioned something about a source.
Eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source, it must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? No, don't blow it up. I feel like that's what Gran was doing, and it's like it's unleashing this tidal wave of ice. What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
Flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
Dude, do I have to think of everything right now? I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad, I promise. Let's do this. Ta-da! Okay. So, actually, when we went down here, we would have actually gone past where Luca's house was, so maybe they moved the house. Because the house was small enough to move. But that meant they moved the basement. And they moved all the medical records that his dad had and put them all down there as well. That seems really weird. But then again, how could they not if they were trying to pull off the subterfuge? It was a calculated gamble maybe by Kerr? He was like, alright, well he had all this incriminating shit against us and the wife obviously knew and we were still gonna have to move it and keep an eye on them. And they were playing a shadow game after that. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help is on the way. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh heavens, no. Do I seem like a killer to you? Yes, you kill my patients.
I shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Yes, you do. You fucking hyena grin of yours. You could be a murderer. Oh, shucks, now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. I'm just gonna take the batteries out. Fuck him. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess this is where the house would be, right? It would have been in here. Beacon Pines, huh? So where else do we need to go? Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously.
Oh, did you ever look at a little stash back there? He's like, shit, it's here.
He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
Bro, we don't have time for pagan rituals, okay? What is that? Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff that gives kids, they give the kids. This is the good stuff. This is that Mexican shit. Tijuana bottle rockets. Why'd you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop. Oh, you son of... You were the one who set fire to the coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Rolled his eyes with realization.
Like, son of a bitch. No, you
He
didn't.
stifled
Dude, I wanted fried chicken. Also, can we take a minute to just kind of analyze this? We have very obvious animal people here. This is the Zootopia question, right? We have animal people here. Sentient animal people. Yet... they were keeping chickens in a chicken coop? It's always the thing, isn't it, with animal people in any kind of media? It's like, but do they farm animals as well? Do they have like beasts of burden and food animals that are not sentient? Do they or a bird's not? Have we seen any bird people in this? I don't think we have we? There's been no bird people. So, you know, like, are there birds that are like non-sentient and therefore chickens aren't? Did birds somehow become not sentient when everyone else did? Like the goat people and the squirrel people and so on, and, you know, and the fox people? They all became sentient and left birds behind, so birds become food animals still. They still, you know, farm chickens for their eggs and meat. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it, but also not, because how is it any different from us, I guess, but still. What do they keep for pets? I doubt very much they have gerbils, because I'm sure there would be gerbil people. We know there's mice people here, so, you know. It just strikes you as like, oh shit, wow. Wow. Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks, so I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. But sorry, you should have seen the looks on your faces. Rolo got grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried him under that tree. But when I came back for him later, they were gone. But that's because you were in the new town. You were in the replica. I figured some grown-up found him and tossed him.
Triumphantly raised the shoebox.
He's like, but aha! Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. For many, many reasons, unbelievable, dude. Seriously. You think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotten kids' brains. Brain rot. Everybody thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast-off, loser. Kaboom. Yeah. Oh shit, there it is. The fountain isn't there, and instead there's just ice blowing out. Holy shit, we're gonna look at that in a minute, but I'm gonna look around first. Oh, I can't go up there and get some coffee. What about the town hall? Crooked, just like this whole stinking place. Oh shit! What about the diner? Can we get over there? We can't. Okay, I guess not. Well, let's look at this thing. Let us address the elephant in the room, or I should say the hole in the ground.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa! I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. Why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. The source. This is the source? That's a dang hole. How do we smash a hole? No, but we can fill it in. Oh, fuck you, Kirk. Get out of here. We're gonna Sparta kick this guy straight the fuck down there. Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr. Where's Rolo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drat, it's cold. But why didn't you put on a coat, dude? You knew you were coming to the Arctic wilderness that was Beacon Pines, and you didn't put a coat on? And you claim to be intelligent? You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It's really something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? No, the Valentines did this. I bet the Valentines did this. What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
The back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Matter of fact is, I'm not paid to know. They're just stooges. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply an obstacle along the way. Seems like you are destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is, we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not going to be so winning after we're done with you. Hit him with a bottle rocket. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Snapped his fingers.
Scene change. Oh, goddamn, the clipboards. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
So, I've just had a thought as well. We saw Gran with the heiress in one of these outfits. Well, first of all, wouldn't it be baller if she's actually in there? But here's the thing. Hey, Spokes, how's it going? Nice to see you, dude. I see that cat emote. What about this? Okay, so I was kind of wondering, like, Gran was in one of these outfits, but these guys are with Kerr, and she's clearly up against Kerr. Nice, I love those emotes, dude. Keep them coming. She's clearly working against him. This is clearly the place that she plants explosives and blows up, and it fucks with things to the point where everything just freezes over. The equilibrium is disturbed, as we've heard from these, like, hazmat guys now. So, it makes you wonder, well, why did she have one of those suits? What did the heiress do? Like, the heiress, the Valentine heiress, is obviously the Valentine family are working with Kerr. Kerr is here to clean up the Valentine's mess and try to prevent this deep freeze from spreading. Okay, and they duplicated the town and moved everybody over there after they decontaminated the water and all that stuff, where they were gone for weeks and then they came back and they put them in a different town across the other side of the woods. Okay? And I think the heiress is just kind of sick of going along with this and doesn't want Valentine. Not Valentine. Doesn't want Kerr maybe stepping above them in the end, which means they both work for somebody, and they're being forced to work together and facilitate each other's needs. Which is why the heiress is able to get her hands on a couple of these hazmat suits to let Gran sneak into this town. I think that Gran, aka Mom, Luca's mom, came here before, and maybe she got contaminated and aged in the same way we saw Beck's hair go yellow or go white, you know? I called it earlier on that, now I think I'm right. She's been infiltrating, dressed up in the hazmat suits, looking like part of the science team investigating and monitoring this place, and that's how she snuck in to detonate bombs here, but didn't realize what was gonna happen. Or maybe she did. Maybe she was like, you know what, this is the fate we all deserve. We all deserve to freeze. Be encased in ice for all time. I don't know exactly what her motives are yet, but it just got me thinking, wouldn't it be fucking great if Gran's in one of, or Mom rather, is in one of these hazmat suits right now? And imagine if we'd played this first before we learned this. Oh. Damn. Anyway, how are you, Spokescat? Nice to see you, dude. Come on in. We are deep into the looking glass. Yeah, that's right. Dance. Yoshi! Thank you so much for Prime. Hazmat suits, indeed. Thank you for the Prime sub. How's things? Come on in. It's good to see you, and I do appreciate that support for 45 months. Holy shit. Oh, okay, let's see what they do here. Because if Gran is here, she's obviously going to try and save Luca. Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't? Oh shit! No, he's gonna set it off.
Drop it down the hole.
Oh shit, he's gonna blow everything up. He's gonna cause the ice storm. Bro. But stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Well, since you didn't light them, I guess nothing. You need to light them first, dumbass. Nothing. Nothing at all, because you don't light them. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. That's far enough.
Plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Ta-da! Stop, you fool! Call off your goons.
After a long pause,
Hired
Mr. Kerr
goons.
flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. The clipboards walk backwards.
Into the
Jesus. Don't be creepy, guys. It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like
With
this?
a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Iggy, you dingus! Whee! Ooh. Whoa.
Growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy.
Look at his face, is like, oh shit! Ah, oh no!
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Oof.
His grip
Gotcha.
was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold tight. Use the walkie-talkie to call them back. What channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us all up and snag us both. The only way to get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Just let go. Save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. It's like, dude, taking you with me? Fuck yeah, let's do this. Let's go to hell together. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you just let go? Why don't you do something selfless and maybe let go?
Mr. Mr. Kerr gasped.
It's like, no, I don't want to die. Long life. It's like, bitch, I'm like 35. I'll have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum.
I don't even know who that is. Oh no, he's singing. Stop it! This ain't the Gilbert and Sullivan. Wow, can you believe this guy? Humming. Oh no, that's a word we get to use. Nice.
His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, listen to me. It's okay.
Felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
Don't you dare do this to me. You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Oh, the music. Oh, goddamn. Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Hey, no.
His hand slipping.
You became my friend. We're in this together. That's what you said before. And I told you what you need to do with bullies. What, drop them down an ice hole? I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. 2 birds, 1 stone. Bro, you ain't no bird. We just had that discussion. Maybe birds didn't evolve. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
Settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
His voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
I am the very model of a modern major general. Anabolic mineral. Yeah, that's it. He's gonna start singing that shit. But like, dude, don't you even dare. And I don't want to hear about a British tar as a soaring soul. Let me do the right thing for once. Luca had no choice but to refuse or accept. Bro, we refusing. I refuse. I dig my heels in and I say, no, world, this is not how this ends.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket.
Damn, we gonna get captured.
A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face.
No, don't do that, dude. I can always change my mind. I could throw this walkie-talkie down the pit now and be like, yeah, fuck you. Go get it. You want to call them? Oh, that would be such a cool line. Just throw the walkie-talkie down there. Be like, yo, you want to call your clipboards? Go ahead and get it.
Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now.
Jesus Christ, he needs to check his look.
A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate
God
ivory
damn,
hand,
Kerr's just
and Mr. Kerr began
permanently aura farming.
Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away.
The founder. Is Sharper Valentine still alive and doing all of this shit? Is this him? Is he the source? Is he the emanating cold now as he transcend? Oh my god. No, probably not. But obviously, with that, Sharper Valentine's still alive.
A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face.
He'd be like, bitch, I thought you were cooler than that.
The end.
Nope.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Okay. Whew. We don't have any new options for back here with the bullying. We don't have any new options to deal with the clipboards at the treehouse. We haven't got the new option yet for dealing with Nuncreed when he finds us. That was after Beck got her hair grayed out, which didn't happen in this line, actually, I guess. They didn't know that. That was on here. And that's when we told Roxy about what happened at the warehouse. And that's how we found out now that Nuncreed is in on the conspiracy. Which might be why... Nuncreed might be one of the guys who keeps going into this place to check on it for Kerr. And obviously now, I guess, Sharper Valentine. That's probably why... Oh, that's probably why Mayor Valentine, the son of Sharper, I've forgotten his name, Rufus, is it? Probably why he looks so bummed out all the time. Right? Yeah, probably. So do we want to do Iggy's... Do we want to accept Iggy's request? Oh my god. What are the pathways haven't we done on the other branch then? We've done all of that there with the storm. We do have two options here for dealing with Mr. Tolliver in the basement. But let's see what happens if we accept. We gotta let Iggy go.
No choice but to accept Iggy's request.
I'll always remember you.
Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void.
As a misshapen, mutated squirrel boy.
As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Bro! Seriously? Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Like, dude, I was watching the whole time. You just totally killed that guy. I'm gonna go tell the cops. Fuck you. Fuck you, Nat. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Oh. Shit. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. Did we just plug the hole? Son of a... We should get out of here before Perennial Harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved the town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempest liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself, but doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely to the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. Wait, so the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks makes the whole freeze over? It's like, I don't get it. That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what have happened in that case. You know, like somebody setting off a bomb down there or something. Mm-hmm.
We have some idea what that would look like.
Yeah, we do. We know what that would look like because we've seen it on the other branch. It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I've been, in my way. Each one of us has a role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You... Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn, you were going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west.
Nat, I hate you.
Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served cold.
No.
Second time's a charm?
No.
Wait.
No.
That's it?
No.
This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good?
No. We gotta go and do another branch, I bet.
I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back
I mean,
and
we don't have the budget for a sequel. So... we don't know if this game's going to sell so well that we can just immediately put a sequel up. All right. So, oh, Jesus. Look at the artwork as well. Look at Curry's like, oh, shit. All right. We've done everything we can on the right-hand limb. We know there's going to be a different option here. You can see the extra branch that hasn't been drawn in yet, right? So we got nothing we can do back here, which means we're back over here again. We got to do slime. We got to do chill. So yeah, I kind of want to go somewhere where I can go to the diner again and do the food cooking mini story. I get the feeling there's more to do there. And maybe we can learn a few things. Some of the words we found probably are used as food types. All right, so now we've got Tolliver back in the basement, ready to be interrogated. We've done hard cop. I guess we each take turns. I bet that's how this is going to be. Like, hard cop was Rolo doing it. So, Sly or chill, Sly is probably going to be Beck. So we need to know what he's doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided they run into a classic good cop, sly cop. Beck,
They'd run the
how about
classic
them?
good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rolo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Yep, I was right. That's how that's going to work. Oh, yeah, this is going to be good. Beck's like, yeah, let me just saunter
She
up.
roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that Modewell girl. Please, call me back. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and
It's
shifted,
just, you know,
testing his restraints.
we're, oh my god, is she gonna be like, oh shit, look at these leg restraints. You could just get up and walk the fuck away. Let's take care of that. It's like, yeah, we were just down here investigating a conspiracy and, you know, you showed up, so... had to knock you out. Oh, there seems to have been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran.
Dude, you're really bad at this. Holy shit.
Easy.
Wow. You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Oh, come on, nobody suspects the kid, especially the new kid in town who hasn't made any friends yet. Hello? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
So, can I get out of here now? No. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course.
Quickly removed the ropes.
Ah, that had to be uncomfortable. Yeah, a little. But you understand, we never know who to trust in this
Mr.
town.
Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here to...
Her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Tell me what we're here for. To destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone here were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. Apparently you guys don't know just how bad. Like, holy shit. Either you intend to encase everybody in ice, or you don't, and you're just fucking around. No one will know anything once I finish clearing things up down here.
On a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
Played him like a damn fiddle! You're sure you can finish this on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. That's why they call me Beck the Cleaner. No, they don't, but, you know. Good. There's one more loose end to go work on. Loose end? Yeah, we have to kill Luca. What? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. Wouldn't you know it? I intercepted an odd phrase in the Perennial Harvest transmission. Yeah, these guys are totally the Resistance then. Underground secrets. Oh, that's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and know where to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading
Oh
for
boy.
the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Jesus, you're so terrible at this. You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time Mr. Tolliver had a candy shelf. But he never sells us any all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Bing. The password, Rolo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine, in the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it
Beck
seems.
marked each
Yeah,
scrap
it's
of
probably
paper
code.
and leaned back.
We just need to find a hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered, cover up. Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies, so U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Ooh! It's an anagram! Nun Creed's Drugstore. Boom! Actually, he's right. And they're going to be like, Rolo, this is no time for you to be thinking about food, dude.
Luca and Beck looked at Rolo with amazement.
But then again, they're like, oh, actually... But at this point, they don't really suspect Nun Creed, except for the fact that Gran delivers jam to him. Just not the jam with the hidden messages in it. But he doesn't know at this point that there's also drugs in the jam for Nun Creed. So she was probably drugging Nun Creed. I didn't finish that thought a while back with the guys in the suits, right? Gran had one of those suits. Eris gave her the suit, means Eris is sponsoring Gran's resistance. She needed to drug Nun Creed to knock him out on the day that he's probably supposed to go to the source, and she went in his place and did the bomb thing. That's kind of what I was thinking, and that's why she needs to drug him, is so that he doesn't go. So she can pretend to be him in one of those hazmat suits. Rolo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's nude rug store. Kren and his fucking tastefully nude rugs. Damn. Yeah, I think you were right about the first one. How'd you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Investigate the drugstore. All right. Oh, I'm not looking where I'm going. Well, if it ain't old Fratelli. Hi. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? No, not really. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late for his own funeral. What are the two of you doing meeting under the town sign at midnight? Ah. Okay, can I do the fishy thing? Let's try the fishy thing. Do I have any new words for bait? Now that we're here. We have crooked. Oh, shit, son.
Tied a bent nail onto the line. If all you have is a hammer...
Uh-huh. A bent nail. Yeah. What is going on with this controller? Yep, I got you. see what else we can pull in. It's a photo of you and Uncle Joseph. Let me see that. Huh, look at you two young fools. How'd it end up at the bottom of a pond? Who can say? Some things are just hard to explain. I miss Uncle Joseph. How come he doesn't come fishing with us anymore? He's busy with his new job at Valentine's. What's a new job got to do with him fishing with us? It's complicated. Like I said, some things are hard to explain. Yo. So, Luca's dad's brother, I guess, worked for Valentine? That's all. All this stuff is before, of course, the foul harvest, and then I guess before Valentine moved in. Not Valentine, before Kerr moved in. Alright, let's have another look up here. Is there anything interesting going on, though? No. I gotta check everything. This is how you play adventure games. Alright. Damn you, Perennial Harvest. We will get to the bottom of you. One day. Oh. It's the heiress. Oh, it's Augustus. That's the guy's name. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Yeah, the reason he obviously feels like so dejected and so, like, drained, he's just a figurehead. He's a fake mayor. His dad is still around, I think. The founder is still around, and this guy here is just parading. He's, you know, like, and it's killing his soul. You can see it now. This explains why he is just so flat all the time. Like he's just a puppet. He's a figurehead. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this Insipid Town festival really about? I think
Looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings. Here we go. Installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was? Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, heiress, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. By gone, though, they don't necessarily mean dead. Just, he's stepped away. I mean, faked his death, obviously. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. It's just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They're dumping their nasty secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. The town is going to change whether we like it or not. And we are going to choose to be part of that future or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Oh, good night, heiress. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. Damn. Hi. It's getting late, children. Who are you, my mom? Shut the hell up. Why don't you tell Bookworm over here it's getting late? How are you doing? Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. Hey, that best villains are written that way, you know, where they actually have points to make. Still wrong, still bad guys, but flawed people nonetheless. And thinking they're the hero of their own story. Well, we better get to Nuncreeds. Yeah, I know, but I want to explore. Rolo, don't harsh my buzz. Oh, yeah, the restaurant's probably closed. I can't get in. Dawn's not at her newsstand, of course. Probably out doing shit. Yeah, let's raid Tolliver's, slap that melon. Let's raid Tolliver's, candy stall. Okay, you know what? I am going to rewatch this, just to see if anything different happens now. Well, not different, but anything like new...
We all know Beacon Pines is a great
New
town.
light to be shed on
What you
stuff.
may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen
Not
intellect
dead.
and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Riverbanks Fund.
So, you know, it does seem to suggest that Sharper Valentine died around the foul harvest time, right? Supposedly. And I don't believe that's the case. I'm pretty sure he's still alive. And again, obvious connection with Perennial Harvest. That logo that looked like a tree with the arrow is basically the same as the logo over there, just doesn't have that orb. It's got more like an arrow head going down now, or the back of the arrow. So they're basically just a branch of the same thing, really. Yeah. Library closed. Oh, it's Solomon. What's up,
Solomon
Sol?
stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Damn, dude. Give yourself space to swallow and chew. Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Yeah, I guess. Like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Well, okay then. Well, he's right. It's locked. There's got to be more clues. Okay, let's see. The answer's got to be around here somewhere. Gee, I wonder where it is. Seeing as we now know what the fuck this thing is. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That's not a norm. Yeah, that is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's Nude Rug Store. I mean, Underground Secrets. The password.
Flung open the door, and they all squeezed in.
So because it's got the letters on it as well, and you press them. But yeah, that's the actual code word. Nuncreed's Drugstore and Underground Secrets. That's pretty clever. All right, let's see here.
Cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Sounds like that did something. Are we going for a ride? Hell yeah. Great, now what? I guess we...
Dropped loose from
Zoosh.
itself. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Oh, we have the laundromat.
The air was stagnant
No.
and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
Ooh, chlorine. Hey, look at the crate just above the speech bubble. It's got a suit in it with a cracked visor. That'll be the one we whacked, maybe. Maybe the one we broke. Yeah. No, that would have been on the other timeline. That's on the other one. That's when you go this way. Or was it? No, that is on this one. Okay, yes, struggling. Yeah, that's when we go without Rolo. Because if we go with Rolo, he gets caught. We go without Rolo, which is what the branch we're on now, and then we meet Beck. Right. Yeah. Okay, I get it. So that's the one we broke. I knew it. You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. I predict everything and then I'm always right. That's a good way to do it. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Yeah, but first we gotta interrogate the scenery, so... Yo, we broke that suit, bro. This suit has a broken mask. I wonder what happened to the guy that was in there. So we found our mystery warehouse creeper, or at least we found his hazmat suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed. Let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Because, yeah, I kind of figured, would it have been Nuncreed who was in the warehouse? And would it have been Nuncreed who threw the dead body in? Because when in the other timeline we started talking about that, and he was like, oh shit, you know, you were there? Like, oh no. But he didn't know that Luca and Rolo were there, of course. I mean, Rolo obviously got snagged, but he didn't know that Luca was there as well. So it was Nuncreed who was disposing of a dead body. I still kind of want to know what the deal is with the dead body. Like, who the goddamn hell was it? Other than possibly somebody working on the project who got killed in an accident. Mining Operation Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. Yeah, well, they're mining whatever that Tempest, whatever source thing is. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And clearly they used it to create a rapid growth fertilizer. And it went badly wrong. And a series of tubes? I always says, you can only trust a miner up to the point where they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies to this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. Yo, we can sneak in. That's where my mom works. Yeah, that's a thing. Your mom works for Perennial Harvest. Doing what, I wonder? Oh, one of your moms, anyway, does. The Velma-looking mom. She was some kind of biochemist thing. What does she do? Science stuff. She's involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. Now we play with the console. That's a lot of buttons. Just push some. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around a sci-fi tech.
His hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, no, seriously. Yo, something's coming. Roller, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. Well, Mo is coming here. What was that? Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes here. Then get in one of them. Just get back. Thunk. Oh, it's Nuncreed. Shit. Shit indeed. Shit. Awesome! Oh no. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them that was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
What exactly is the point of the festival, then? It's like... The mayor says it's just, because he wants to do something nice for the town, but at the same time, there's got to be a reason for the festival, because Nuncreed keeps going on about it, like, the festival is an important moment. Why wait till after? What's meant to happen during the festival that he wants to keep us safe until after? I honestly don't know. That's one thing I can't put my thumb on. You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know your father and I were friends back before.
Gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this? That's a lie. I mean, it's going to be obvious his dad was involved in this as well. He had to be. He was the town doctor who was helping the sick people after the foul harvest, so he had to have been let in on the secret at some point. And then he turned against them when he was like, okay, I've had enough of this conspiracy shit. This is getting too weird. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Arthritis, I can't do it anymore. Oh, reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. Idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Of course, I guess that would make sense as well. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No, we were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand. The source. He was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get to him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to the sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Creed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
It's like, bitch, what? What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we busted into today. And you might not be the only old man we knock out, so... and tie to a chair. And honestly, hers is way cooler. I don't know, this one's kind of cool. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark of the fountain in the town square. A fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr.
Not that
Nuncreed.
fountain. The real one. She knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. He's like, oh, I must go. Goes ears are just flopping away. You all need to run. Run where? Away! Far away from the town as you can get. Head west, don't look back. Do you think he ever gets jammed in one of those every now and then and they have to come out with a big plunger to get him out? Like Homer Simpson style in the freaking water slide. Oh shit. Well, that did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side! Of course, see the first one through. You good? Yep. It's like, look, dude, you know nothing phases me. Come on. I love this town. Damn, is this the...
Chapter 8.
Is this the track where we get to stop the bad thing happening and get all the answers, maybe?